Tell me like a Hellcat.
Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, this one is from one of my recent battles here in Warthunder. Realistic modes, Fields of Normandy even. We're rushing off towards the sea cap right now, at top of the map, as you can see both sides in for this one, Allies versus Axis, and we are doing our best here to make sure this one goes to plan. Yeah, that's a little close, let's not do that. The rest of the team are rushing on in here. Close to place artillery, we'll drop that on the approach to sea to make sure they haven't got an easy run into the cap. Now, you're not going to see any hit markers in this one, no enemy markers, no friendly markers, because this is how it looks in game to the player. You don't see a big glowing sticker over the enemy forces while I try and gun down a scarecrow. All you see, of course, is the vehicle. And that smoke over there is my artillery rounds landing on the approach to the sea cap for the enemy. We're just inside the cap now, so we're getting ourselves some points. We're going to hide in the bushes here and wait and see what pops out to be angry. So now we wait. Oh, vehicle to our top right. We see him. Get into scope. Can't see them properly. Do see them now. Take a shot. And we hit. Good shot. Turret crew disabled. Another round in. Does the same effect. Well, stuns the crew. One of them is now down. Hit him again. That's fuel tank. He's now on fire. Here comes a friend. He's basically disabled, so we'll lob some rounds at his buddy. Engage his friend. Good fuel tank shot. Another burner. This is going well so far. Make sure we try and eliminate him. He's down. He's down. And we get hit by a friend over there. So, unfortunate short end, as they were advancing on us as well. Moving on to the next tank, one from M22. And now, quite unupgraded, as we spectate Pits here. Of course, I'm in this battle with Killer Kiwi, Stalker, myself, and Tony, all of us from AC/DC. And you'll see me back in just a second once I respawn. Into... Am I already in again? Yes, I am already in again. Welcome to the silly camera mode. So we're back on my perspective again here, and slowly chugging our way towards the enemies. Well, towards our cap point again. Try and do some more damage this time around. A bit more like commentary this. I actually quite enjoy doing it this way. I'm trying a few different versions of how to make these videos, guys. You give me what you think you like best. Of course, I've done kind of montage with some music. We've done the live style whilst playing. But then again, you never know how the battle's going to go. This way, I can pick the best replays. I will commentate them. And hopefully you guys have some fun with it. You want me to show the enemy markers on? You want me to show the enemy markers off? Of course, in a replay, doesn't matter if they're on or off. Just means you can see them. Doesn't mean I could in game. Of course, I can't see them unless I literally spot the vehicle. And we've sighted some things over here. There's an enemy tank just in front of us there. We sight them as we crest the hill. The difference in realistic and simulator, of course, is realistic you can go third person. Simulator, you aren't even able to leave your turret ring. So as commander, you can basically sit out the turret. That's it. So we're going to advance through the trees here, and we see that enemy vehicle approaching. Engage, and got him. He's down. One shot, one thrill. That's how we like it. So we're approaching up to the north now of the sea cap. Our guys are engaging the enemy forces inside. We're going to flank around to the top and see if we can cause any damage. We know there's a couple of vehicles in there, so it's our job to come in now and flush them out. We do know especially that there is a Jagdpanzer in here. In fact, we just saw him engaging, or something engaging. We think they're in the trees. We aren't sure yet. We see a lot of trees falling, which is always a good indicator of enemy presence. But we have no idea where they are, so we'll do our best to try and find out. That's an enemy B1. They are nasty. The B1 bias, of course, not quite the most balanced tank from Gaijin. Take out the turret crew. which is far more important. Hit his fuel tank, set him on fire. Of course, that's the B1 you can actually rank up to rather than the premium you can buy. The premium, almost unkillable in realistic 2.3s. 2.3 being the battle rating here, of course. As now we're continuing to wallop that Frenchie. Try and make sure he learns the error of his cheese-eating ways. Yep, plowing away, going for that door on the side, actually. But of course it does nothing because RNGs has said not. Okay, we have another B1 here, which is going to be a problem for us, and a fighter. And there we see the Jagdpanzer, who's probably going to engage us now before we can get our turret around. Yep, bam, down we go. He got us good. Destroyed. Onwards we go. Just before we do, what the literal, really? That is jank AF. Okay, moving on. Back to me and back to the player view. You'll see exactly what I saw during the game. So I'm not moving the camera around independently. Here is me basically. This viewpoint is exactly what I saw. The angles the camera moves is exactly what I did during the game. Which is a fantastic facility that Gaijin record. And one I rather like. So you can have the full-on battle top-down perspectives, you can have different weapon views, flybys, you can have cinematic views, or you can have this exact recording of what you did. Which is kind of phenomenal that they have this sort of level of replayability. Makes things very, very dynamic. Climbing back up now towards the church, just above C. We're looking for that Jagdpanzer 2. The open top kind of Stugger-like. We know roughly where he should be, so it's time to go and return the favour. This tank's a little bit faster than the old M5, and we saw a muzzle flash there. So we're kind of fishing a little bit here with machine guns. You'll typically see a hit counter that you've hit something, which can normally help you aim your main weapon. But we're not. There we go, we see him. Engage. Crew knocked out, he's down. And now we see the B1 rolling in. That is not good. We don't want to be anywhere near him. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a choice, are we? As something drops bombs near us. Oh, he gets taken out by one of our allied aircraft. Very nicely done. That chap in the aeroplane. Of course, in realistic, sometimes you can see these tank wrecks around like the Tiger in front of us, and you think that's an actual enemy vehicle. Because you can't tell at a distance, you just see tank shape. The number of times people have been pinned down by hulks. It's kind of realistic. You just aren't sure. Being told there's enemy tanks flanking around behind me now. Why I'm looking this way on the camera, I'm not entirely sure, but I know they're flanking me. I've been told by Stalker. So I'm going to take a peeky pie. Drop some artillery on the far side. Bit of danger close always helps.
The gun crew is ready.
Right now we're on 3 kills. We have 1 assist. We died twice. And 2 times helping cap. There we go, 1 enemy tank to our forward. And 1 behind us. We have to decide now. There's 2. How do we play this? That's the question. Nope, that's a friendly half-track. We know the enemy is somewhere behind there. Using the advantages of the camera to look behind the building as well we can. Oh, we have an enemy Panzer to our 12. Turret rotation limits us in what we can do here. So we're going to expect him to come round. And try and do our best to take him out. We're not sure which direction he's going to go though. Oh, here comes another open topper. There's 2 of them now. This could make things interesting. How does this play? Are they going to split up on me? Are they going to fork round? He comes round the corner, but he's got a fixed hull. And oh, his friend's there. We take a hit. Now we're going to go for a tactical strategy. 2 enemy tanks. How do you stop one of them shooting you? You hide behind their friend. Like this. Nah, can't shoot me. I'm behind your buddy, but I can shoot your buddy, use his dead body as a shield, and then blast his friend. Only I'm going to do this. Running around the building. 2v1. Hero kitten time. Lock on. Fire. Hit his crew. Gun the blighters down in the open cockpit. Hit him again. He's down. Now he's blocking his buddy in. Oh, hi there. Just reloading my weapon. Don't mind me. Crew knocked out. Another tank down. 5 down now. As we have an enemy Geopard to our 12. We're going to try and engage this guy. We are going to engage him. And we hit him. Machine gun the crew. Should be able to take them down nice and easily. I think that counts as an assist for us. No, he's not done yet. Do what we can to try and make sure we finish the rest of them off. He is down. That's an assist for us. Right, so we're moving on to the A cap now in the middle because we just needed to reinforce Stalker and Tony. In fact, I think that's Tony in front of me. We're heading off to reinforce Stalker at the A point. Ploughing down towards this blimp hangar. I'm not sure they have blimp hangars in Normandy, but we'll go with that. That's fine. Trying to keep ourselves covered. We might be using the open ground for speed here, but we know how many enemy are roughly left, and based on the scoreboard on the side, you see one is currently not active. We have 2, 3 left in the game versus our 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So pretty balanced to our side right now. The enemy are respawning in, so some of them still have points to respawn. As it stands, we are down 6. They are down 7 who are out of the game. So we are winning by numbers, and we currently have more live on the field, which is a bigger advantage to our team. Going to try and push around here, cap the A zone to try and give us some more points whilst they're capturing B. But at the same time, keep our eyes out for any of their survivors, which should be coming from their spawn direction over to the west. I decided this would be drive overable. Turns out you couldn't drive over it. The more you know. Enemy tank to our 12 o'clock. 1 tap from Stalker. 2 tap from me. Tank down. Another kill. Bit of teamwork there. Always love how that one goes. Roll around the hangar now towards the cap. Not sure why there's a whole hangar building here and no airstrip or anything, but you know what? We're not going to question it. It's fine. Take cover in the trees now. Use this as cover for us. Moving around now to the hangar, looking for any more enemy vehicles that we could sight. Something's still in the cap zone. We've managed to capture this one. More points in the bag for us. Enemy points are counting down severely. Although they're capturing C point again, so we have to rush back and try and defend that one for us. Because we need 2 out of 3 capture zones if you're not familiar with the game. 2 of 3. You control the majority, and you control then the points. So the enemy's counter, or the counter of a team, will count down when they are not controlling the majority of cap zones. When you have the majority of cap zones, you stop your timer. The enemies will continue to tick down. In fact, the more you have, the faster theirs ticks down. The less an advantage, the slower. No team has an advantage, no timer will move. So it's a game of controlling the majority to hurt the enemy. And once one team's timer, which is 0, designated by the bars at the top of the screen, blue for friendly, red for enemy, you'll notice that drops down. As I nearly get scared by the tank husk again. We don't see any enemy here who's clearly come in, capped and run away. As I very stupidly run around into the open in the direction of their spawn zone. No advantage for us here. We think we see the enemy down there. We do in fact see the enemy. We aren't going to get to them in time because Stalker's closer. He's probably going to have this kill. There we are. We sight a friendly. The enemy's down. We have the zone. A and B zones controlled. Enemy team are down to 2 active vehicles, 3 active vehicles here. Flak Panzer, AMC 35s, Panzer IV Echoes, AR2s. That's a plane, so one of them is up in an aircraft, as you can see. Rest of those in ground vehicles. The parachute symbol says they can spawn back in, but aren't currently, so they're respawning. Aircraft symbol means they're flying. We have an F4, F3 up on our side. That's turbo blue. Otherwise, we have M5, the M16, which is a half-track. Another half-track, the M13. My Stuart, and an M2A4 with a Daimler armoured car, which is what we just saw. Not seeing any enemy tanks right now. But we do see fire coming from over there in the open. One of them's just been brewed off. We go for a second vehicle. We don't hit it. But we're just going to make sure anyway, whilst their timer just slowly runs down here. Nothing really to do, but we're just going to try it anyway, just because it felt like the right thing to do at the time as we drop some final artillery on the zone where they might come from. They have 2 vehicles left and they have currently only got 1 cap. We're recapping A with one of our friendly vehicles. I believe that's going to be Hazmadi Durrani down there on the Alpha in the M2. Enemy timer now nearly at 0, and we should be pretty much closed. One of the enemy tanks down. They only have a P4T and an AR2 left in the game. The AR2 they're playing is the only one left, and I decided to back up a house because I wanted to see just how far my tank could go up a wall. Because reasons. Tanks being able to back up walls is a vital combat skill. One that's necessary for your advancement in the field. Timer running down now on gameplay, and this one is nearly in the bag. As we're basically just driving around for silliness now because there's no real reason. We have this, we just need to hold on for a few moments. Ah, finally they spot the enemy vehicle on the A point, the one that was stopping them capping it. Of course you can't cap a point if an enemy is in it. We're all rushing now to be involved in this one, but there's a very likelihood that that enemy will be down. Based on that smoke plume, I think he is. And that would have been their final tank. Yep, he's down. So we're recapping the A point. No, he somehow survived that one. Our forces haven't hit him yet, but there are plenty of them over there. Do we get to be involved? That is the question. Timer's nearly on 0. They control 1, we control 1. Neutral timers. No one's losing or gaining. A point now is being captured, or will be shortly. We're heading towards the enemy tank. We see him, we hit him. Nice little blind snapshot there through the hedge. Based on team communication. And we fire again, we hit him, we take out his driver. He's down and wounded, and we're going to stop. Put a round up his backside, and he cooks off. Game, set, and match. Well, hopefully you like this version of a Warthunder video, folks. It was actually a lot of fun to be involved in this one. And actually a pretty fantastic game from my side. 6 kills with 4 assists there in the end for 2 deaths and 5 times capture points. Pretty successful round, actually, nearly 4,000 points, so that's a good one for me. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed this version of a video. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye.